Well, it's Kamen Rider time. Hello everyone, this is Inferno Zero here, and today we're doing a review of the Ziku driver from Kamen Rider ZO. Now of course this is another Kamen Rider review, so prepare to get confused. But so far as I know, the show has started like last year, and it's been pretty good up to this point. Now to brief it up, a guy named Sogo, who dreams about becoming a king, is rescued by the heroine by another time traveler who tells him that in the future he's going to become a king, but the thing is he's going to become an evil overlord called Zio, and now he has to team up with the other time traveler Gates in order to prevent it, and this is what they use to transform. Now, for beginning, let's talk about the Rider Watch. Now, every season of Kamen Rider, they always have one thing to use to transform, and that'll be significant to the rest of the show. In this show, we're talking about Rider Watches. And of course, they contains powers of present and past riders. And of course, Zio's the main guy of the show. And if we get a closer look at this, we can see it has some great detail. We see a little bit of his face covered up with his awesome symbol and the 2018 logo, because this is when this guy was from. Excuse my speech thing. We also got a QR code. Here, you want a free scan? On me. Hope you enjoy. And of course, we also get some things that are used the driver to register it. And of course, we also get this nice button that if you press it once, it says the name of the rider, and if you press it again, and of course, like I believe it says the hero that uses the power of the Rider Watches is named Zio. I am not sure, but if you press it one more time, we get the Time Machine, which is actually Zio's giant robot, which is pretty awesome to the show. It has great CGI for that. And it's also the time travel device used by both him and Gates to go back and forth to prevent and cause something to happen. But moving on, I really like how these light up, but of course that's not the only feature this thing has. So if you see this arrow, if we turn it and move it to the side, his face is completed, which by the way, according to online, the words on his face actually spell Rider, which is something pretty awesome. And just to let you know, this guy's head is basically a clock, like one of those old-fashioned clocks, which is pretty awesome. My point really fits the theme of time traveler. And of course, if you push the button again, his eyes light up, which is pretty awesome. And just in case you're wondering how this works, if you turn it back this way, and then turn it more this way and pop it off, you can see like where all the light comes from. And if you push these two buttons right here and pull this down, this is where the batteries are, which are included, which is a pretty nice feature. And to put it back on is actually pretty easy. You just clip this back on like this. Make sure the arrow is not on this, and then like that. Still, I really like how this is like the main function of the riders this time. But now let's go to the driver. Now the driver by itself is actually pretty awesome. It has great paint, and I really like this little plastic, which I forgot to mention about the ZO. It's kind of like a little clear, but also white, which is pretty awesome. And I really like also how it has a little neon green to bring it out. And of course, like this is where right here is where the rider watches go, and on this side, it's actually where the armor rider watches are. And of course, the other watches are kind of like the past riders, like Build, Xaid, and a bunch of other riders. And if you look close, you can actually see some really cool paint. I'm sorry that. There we go. You can see some paint right there and there, and you also get a little clear spot where it's actually where LEDs are. Plus, you'll not only have the ZO symbol on there, but you also get on this button up here, which allows you to do a function. If you press this button, it unlocks this, and you can spin it for the transformation all around. And going to the back, you also get this really awesome detail right here. And this is also where the batteries are stored, which are not included. Boo. And to do it, to get this off, you have to put this little button right here, which you have to push, and then move this to the left to pop it out. Which I will not do, because I'm trying to make a video, and I don't want to rearrange all of this. And then there's also the on and off button right here, which if you turn this on, you get, it says Ziku driver, which actually translates to space-time driver. Little fun fact that I learned from watching TV show. Pretty nice. Now, as you can see from our back, you see these little two empty holes right here. Well, that is where these come from. And these are kind of like the clips to attach to the bells. That way you can wrap around your waist, you know, to fully recreate you using the driver. And of course, on the back of these, it says L, which where you're supposed to put this one right here. And the other one obviously says right. Turn this around. There you go. And again, I really like how they have these designs to make it look more like a clock. This whole rider has a little clock theme, and his like, how should I say, partner is like more of a little, like Apple Watch or something. I believe, like more of an electronic watch or clock. And of course, like every driver has someone on the back of it to give it a little bit more personality. And they actually reused this back, which was used before on the game driver, which I also have, and leave it down in the comments below if you'd like to see it. But for now, let's get to some henshing. I already feel like that's going to be cringy soon. Alright everyone, here's me wearing the Ziku driver, which I'm not going to show my face for, because I don't really feel comfortable about me showing my face. But now let's actually get to some henshing. So we start by turning the rider watch. And of course, we have to press it. Put this in here. We get this nice lights up feature. Then we push this button right here. Unlocks the entire thing. Now, it's gonna make it easier for me. Henshin! And of course, now we're ZO. If you're wondering why I sound weird, it's because of this. Leave a like below for this. And of course, we can see it said ZO, if you can't see it on me. And it also said 2018, which this thing is from. And the view is a little bit opposite. It's because I'm recording this in a different view. Now, for the finisher, you just gotta press this, and it's spin all over again. So let's do it now. Alright, and that was the functions of the Ziku driver and the ZO rider watch. Also, sorry about that weird punch, it just came to me naturally. Now, overall view, this is actually a pretty awesome driver. I really like how all the LEDs are sorry about that, right here, and they all like light up and spell words and attacks, which is pretty awesome. And I'm really looking forward to getting more Rider watches. That way I can do his armor up forms. And maybe I might even get Gates. But for now, this concludes my review. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share my videos. Trying to get myself up to like 100 right now, the goal. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. So this is Inferno Zero signing out.